Hello everybody, welcome back to the Jigsaw Stuff channel, and today we're doing something very different. We're going to be making some little Christmas trees, CTR-30s, flashing Christmas tree. There's two different versions. There's one that's like an all flashing version, where it flashes like every colour possible, and there's also a version that's just like three colours, green, yellow and red, Christmassy. All flashy. These are two new flashes. We've got two more new flashes. And I've also got the classic ones that I'm calling them. Today, because I need to get them sent off to the people who they're going to, we're going to do two new flashes for some twins. And we're going to be doing an old flashy, the last old flashy, hence the fact the post-it notes in that bag. I think the flashes are actually exactly the same. They were just called different things. And these are the instructions for the new flashes, but fingers crossed they'll be the same. We'll see how we go. So, first things first, let's get the kits out of the bag. I'm going to try and get three buckets, not buckets, but containers to put these in. And then we'll go from there, so just bear me a moment. Okay, so we've got the parts laid out. Here are the two new flashes in multi-copter boxes, so they're sort of similar, are different, so I can remember. And then we have the old flashy, very different here. I'm going to be trying to build them both off of the same instructions. Again, I think the boards are the same, because I've gone back in my Banggood listings to the old ones, and it does mention CTR-30 there, so fingers crossed it's all the same, but we'll double check. Our first job is going to be to put in the first set of resistors. So, on each one, you've got a set of resistors here. They're all different values. On this one, they're labelled. On the other one, they're not, annoyingly. You have a set of resistors across there, a set of resistors across here, and then one on this one, just to spice things up. So I'm going to do that on all three. And then what I actually do with these is I solder them from the front. Makes things a little bit easier. You don't have to do the flippy over stuff. Makes life a hell of a lot easier. The hardest bit is putting the lights in. But I will get the resistors in, and I will be back with you in a moment. Right, so got the first resistors in on these two, and then realised that these are very much a different design, which isn't a problem. I'll just do that afterwards, so I don't get completely brain confused. But we'll do all these. So these are the first ones in. These are the 3300 resistor, because there's only one of them. That's the easiest one to do. I'll have to Google and double check the other ones, but we'll just get them sold up. I'll be back in a minute. Okay, so that is all the 100R resistors in on all three pieces. Two pieces make one tree. So now we're going to be on to the 4.7 ones, which are here in a pile. We'll get them in, we'll get them sold up, we'll get them clipped. Easy as pie. See you in a moment. Alrighty, so they're all in, all soldered, all chopped. That's slightly spiky. And then we've got all these caps to put in. Now these are important because they can only go one way around. The longer leg goes to the, dropping it, square hole, or the plus, as you can see on there. You can see it's, if we try to focus it, the one on the left is square, the one on the right is round. If we look at, we're looking at these here. So square is always positive, and that's very important for the lights, and it's always the longer leg that is a positive on these. So get them all in, get them bent round, because these actually sit flat, as you can sort of see in the picture there. Get them solid, get them clipped, and we'll be back again very shortly. Okay, so that's the caps in, all solid, all cut off. Next is the triodes, which are these little doohickeys. And it's up to you what you want to do. You can have bend them in and push them over, or just stick them in. I'm just going to stick them in. The actual, it is printed to show you which way around they go, if you can see that. I'm just going to stick them in. That one's got a blob that I need to remove. And solder them in. I'm going to solder these probably from the back side, so that I don't melt them. So this will be the first one that I actually flip upside down, which is a pain, because stuff falls out if you're not careful. So I'll be back shortly. Okay, so those are the caps in. That was an issue with one, but we're fine. I'm going to do the lights. I do 1.5 at a time. The longest thing to do. And again, long leg goes through square hole. Do half on each. The ones that have a slot in the bottom have a light at the top. The ones at the top obviously don't, so you can slide them together. So now I get to start this very, very long process. Back soon! Okay, so that is the right hand side done, all snipped off and beautiful. So, so I started at 340, it's now 358. So let's continue, do the other side, and then I think we're about ready to test. We'll see. Back in a moment. Okay, so they're all done. I've soldered and snipped. It is 4:20, boy. So what, was it 18? So about an hour to do all the lights, I think. Was it 38? I can't fucking remember. Anyway, I've tested them. I've got the little battery pack with, it had all the things in it, just taking the battery out to make sure it doesn't short out. Just tested them all, and all the lights are working. Now we need to sort of assemble the base. So we need to put on this little switch with a little hole. I need to do this. A little hole in the switch facing that way. And I've also got a little I think you can also run these off of USB as well as 3 AAAs. Do them, and then you can actually solder in or solder on the tree. Let's get them soldered on and be back in a moment. Okie dokie, so those are sorted. We've now got to basically slot 2 of these together. I see there's numbers on there so you can get them in the correct spot, and then we have to solder them. And also you might see these little pads that keeps there and there. They don't carry power. All the power gets transferred through the bottom, but they just help keep the tree together. I know my original ones I made last year, I actually super glue them together, try and help a little bit, but look a bit messy. So we'll try and do it just with solder, a bit more charging, but we'll see how we go. Actually, before we do that, I nearly made a mistake. We need to mount these. So they just obviously fit onto the bottom. The wires come through those holes, and then solder onto there, so a lot of wire gets chopped off. And then, as I say, the casing gets bolted onto the bottom. There is nuts and bolts with each kit. So we'll get that bolted on, and I'll get right back to you. Okay, so I've screwed on our batteries. I put a little bit of super glue on the nuts, just because these are going to kids, so I don't want obviously to go off them, swallow them or anything. And I've cut some of these wires off. I can now get the wire out of them, stick them in the hole, solder them up. That's done, and then we can start looking at actually getting the trees attached. So be with you in a moment. Okay, and here we have a finished article. There we are. The camera isn't doing great at that. I did have one of the lights not work. I had to replace the light, damage the track slightly that it was in, a bit of a pain in the ass. But yeah, that's one of them done. I'm going to finish off the second one and see if I've got to ball that up, solid, blah blah blah. That'll be that one done. Next, what we'll do is have a look at doing the other one. We'll probably just combine it all in one video. Why not? So I'll see you all in a minute. Bye for now, I guess, kind of. Okay, so I managed to actually find the instructions for this other type. And really simply, you look at the picture, you find the ones that you want. So, for example, I need the orange ones for this, which are these ones. Orange in the middle. And then these go into R1, R3, R5 and R7 on both boards. So I'll get them in, get them soldered, and we'll go from there. Okay, that's the first one's in. It doesn't actually look as if they're exactly the same. So we'll have to double check things as we go along. We'll just follow the instructions, see if they work or not, and we'll go from here. The classics, as in the ones that have the 3 coloured LEDs, as opposed to the bright flashy ones, because this is another bright flashy one. But slightly different. Well, they're going to be the same style as this, so I need to try and get them to work. And the instructions for the older type are certainly not as good as this type. These, sorry Liz, are not as good as these. But yeah, let's forward on. So next, according to this, actually, we're doing more resistors and more resistors. Alright, back shortly. Okay, so I've got the other R2, R4, R6 resistors in. I had to kind of guess which ones should go in there. And then we're doing the transistors, which are the black things. And these get bent over on these. So get them solid ink and cut off, and we'll be on the next step. Okay, so I'm actually editing this video now, and yes, it's a blank screen. We're just going to do a bit of talking to finish this off, because I didn't complete everything. Basically, I finished off the old blinky tree. A little bit of guesswork with it, but it's fine, it's done. And then I actually finished off the new flashy one. So I built 5 in one day. My fingers, I wish I could show you. I could if I could be bothered. Like pulling up all the ends of the metal that's soldered through has absolutely ruined my like thumbs and index fingers and stuff. Gone through 1 or 2 layers of skin. But yeah, they're all 5 of them are finished. I think I have like 2 more of the older classic ones to do. But I need to do loads of shit to do at Christmas. Yeah, I'm recording this on the 16th. You're receiving this on the 24th. And I'm so far behind on Christmas due to lack of funds, which I have some now because I got a tax refund from the government, which was nice. An actual one, not a scam or anything. But yeah. That was it. It is all done. Fingers crossed if I have enough time, you'll get a Christmas special tomorrow. If not, this could be a Christmas special. We do something Christmassy the day before Christmas. I'll try and remember to link them in the description, these kits. Or at least the newer kits that are better. If I forget, then shout to me in the comments and I will add them into the description. But yeah, thank you for watching. If you liked, click the like button, helps me out a lot. Remember to subscribe and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.